Hello viewers, I'm going to show you today and how to put ribbons, and also I'm going to show you how and when we use the ribbons, because these label printers, they can be used with the ribbons, without ribbons. They are used mostly in healthcare industry, to print labels for the patients. We can print blood labels, we can print urine labels. As you can see, this is made by, I'm not sure if you can see it more clearly, but I can read it for you. It's Datamax Oneil M-Class Mark II. Many buttons here. We can actually, I'm not sure if you can see the display screen, but I'm gonna try to focus it. Okay, if you press the menu, it has media setting, print control, printer options, system settings, communication, diagnostics. Okay, these machines are normally on the network, and we do the network settings from the communication section. Once we go into the communication section, we have serial port, parallel port, and then NIC adapter. NIC adapter is the one where we actually configure the IP and network settings. So if we actually bring on NIC NIC adapter and press enter, we have IP address, and this is where we actually add the IP addresses. And once we do that, we go back and do the subnet mask in the same way. If we scroll it down and we gateway's configuration, and then once all of these three settings are done, the machine actually is almost ready actually, but we need to actually disable DHCP option into the machine, which is in menu, then we go to communication, and then host setting. Actually, I'm sorry, I need to go back step. It's not a host setting, it's I think is in NIC adapter. And then if we go to IP discovery, yeah, the IP discovery should be disabled, so we can use the static IP for the machine. Okay, now let me just show you the inner part, how this machine looks like from inside. Where do we put the labels and where do we put the ribbons? If we lift it up, okay, now this machine is basically, we are using this without ribbon, and that's the label where all of the labels going to print. It's pretty simple and easy. The label actually goes from here, and if we put it down, that's the header for the machine. Lift it up, so I can actually undo all of that and can redo it for you, which is pretty simple. So what we do is, let me just take it out and do that again for you. Okay, this is how you get the machine, right? So what you do is just get a new label, put it in, and there is, if you look at it, this cylinder should go underneath this. Right, I hope you can see that. And that's it. And also we need to make sure one more thing. You see this bit should be in the middle of the label. Okay, that's actually partitioning the label. It's dividing the label into two parts. There's like a half of the label, and that's done, which is pretty simple and straight. Nothing really very scary. It's pretty simple. Okay, that's the header, where actually it prints onto these label. Okay, so if we actually press it down, it's locked now. Okay, now yeah, I was talking about the ribbons. This one we're not using ribbon at the moment because there is a setting in the machine, but but it's going to do the same work. It's going to print the labels without any problem. But there was a setting. Let me just go into it, and I can read it for you. If we go to the main menu, okay, over here we have media setting. In media setting we have media type. In media type we have direct thermal, and we have thermal transfer. For direct thermal, we select this option when we do not use the ribbon. But if we use the ribbon, we choose the second option, which is thermal transfer. So at the moment we're not using ribbon, so we just leave it as it is, which is direct thermal. Press enter. The machine has picked that option, which is fine. Okay, so that's it. It's pretty much. For instance, if we were using ribbons, what's going to happen was the ribbon would go here into that, and it will pass from here through the header, and it's going to come and join this bit. I'm going to try and make another video in which I'm going to show you guys how these label printer works with ribbons. So that's done at the moment. If we look at this, there's a little guideline help here on the label machine as well, which actually tells us how to put labels and how to put ribbons. Okay, once we put the labels in, we can test the machine if it's printing fine. We press test and then print quality labels. We press test again. So we need only 2 tests, so that's fine. Press enter. It's gonna print out the test pages. Okay, now these test labels, I can see there is missing text here, this one. So this could be a problem in the header. So what we do for that, open that. Open this header by pressing this button. We check the header. Oh, okay, as you can see there is a small bit which is actually sticked here. It's like a sticker which is sticking in the header, so it's not printing properly. Okay, let's clear it. Once we clear that, put it back, close the machine. Let's do the test again. Test print quality labels. Yes, 2. Now we see the results. Okay, now see the difference. Now you have, this is the dirty ones with a dirty header, but now this one is completely fine. Perfect. So, well, while I was making this video, you guys actually learned how to troubleshoot one of the problem of these label printers, so that's really good. Alright guys, I think I'll quickly go through some of these options into the menu. And the options we have in the menu are print control, where you can adjust the heat, which means the darkness. Heat means darkness for the label printer. And the print speed, how quickly we want the printer to print. Feed speed, reverse speed, there are a lot of small settings. But actually, if we leave the default ones, most of them are good. And then the printer options, we have module, presence sensor, cutter. And if we see the other options like system settings, in this we have the menu mode, configuration file. All of the software files are saved into this setting. And then we have communication, if you want to use the serial port, or if we want to use the machine as on network. So this is how we do it. And then also we have diagnostics, which actually helps in troubleshooting machine. Back of the machine, that's the serial port for the machines. As for the network card, the network adapter, we can plug the network cable in and the power. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it.